This is the Supernova Building Guide, and today we're going to build an evil dungeon. For a few weeks I've been playing around with a new train idea, a dark dungeon. A large centerpiece with around it hanging plateaus with really large chains. And I have a few D&D sessions coming up in a few weeks, so I thought this is the perfect moment to take my idea and put it in reality. Let's go.
So the centerpiece is going to be something of a sacrificial religious altar place, but I'm not sure how it's going to look, but I know I want to do something with circles and then some dark signs here. Not sure how it's going to look, but well, maybe something like this, and it will be on a larger, flatter area, and the sides will be rocks. And I think it's a good idea to add some broken stairs on the side. So you get the idea that this is part of a larger abandoned temple complex. So normally these stairs would lead somewhere, but it's just for the feeling. And to enhance this feeling, I also want to build some pillars, also with stairs on them. And stairs are broken, so not really for gameplay, but more for the vibe we are going for. A little bit Mines of Moria. And I'm also going to add some floating pieces. And they will be chained to the ceiling. I'm going to make 4 pillars and also 4 of these, so you have a lot of options in your game. And I'm going to start with the centerpiece with the top layer.
For the top layer I have this 35 by 35 centimeter piece of foam, and I already sanded it so it's way easier to get some texture in. And the next step is to add some interesting markings here for the summoning sacrificial place. And to do that I'm going to use a compass. But when you use a compass on foam, I suggest you use something to protect your foam. So I'm going to use this piece of plexiglass, and this way I am not destroying my foam with a sharp point. So let's go.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
The first phase is done, and now we can move over to the next part, the rocky sides. To get this rocky effect, I'm going to use my hot wire cutter, but when you don't have one, you can also use pliers and a normal hobby knife to remove all the parts you don't need to get that natural rocky texture.
Up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
The texturing is done, and now we can move over to the next part, the stairs. And to make the stairs I'm going to use a lot of these thin foam strips. They're 10 by 2 centimeters and are 5 millimeter thick. And when I have a lot of them, I can glue them like this to make some fancy stairs.
The first pillar is done, and now I'm going to make the other three.
For the hanging plateaus, I'm going to start with this 24 by 18 centimeter piece of foam. And the first step is to give it some texture and to carve in all the tiles. And to give it a bit of a different look than everything else, I'm going to texture this with this rock. I was really struggling for the right method to make the chains. First I was thinking about using my hobby knife. It's very precise but very time consuming, and also taking out the middle part takes a long time and is very messy. So then I thought about my hot wire foam cutter. It's very fast, but I'm not precise enough to make cool chains. They all look very messy. So then I came up with a solution, this chain jig I made. So let me demonstrate. Piece of foam. Slide it in, hot wire foam cutter. And because they are 2 centimeter, I can easily cut them in half to make 2 chains. And now I need to make 158 more.
So the next step is to use these links to make the chains. Every chain is going to have 10 links, and first I'm going to assemble them, and when that is done I'm going to use a bit of hot glue to glue them together. Outside I prime everything with a dark foam safe spray paint. And next up I'm going to dry brush all the stonework. I'm going to use a large brush and work my way up from a dark gray to a light gray. And when that is done I'm going to take all the chains outside again and slightly spray paint them with some metallic spray paint.
Online I found this cool model very fitting for this build. So when I was painting this, I came up with this cool story I want to tell you. And let me know in the comment section what you think. The third day in this godforsaken dungeon. I don't even know what time it is anymore. Day or night, it's all the same in the suffocating dark. My torch is burning low again and I can feel the damn stone pressing in from all sides. It's like the walls are watching me, waiting. There were 7 of us when we started. 7 brave souls. Well, maybe not all of us were brave. Stan was too young to know what real fear even was. And Margaret, well, she was just desperate for coin. And now it's just me, Kaelin and Vera. And I don't know how much longer they'll last. Rin was the first to go. We'd barely made it past the first hall before the floor gave way beneath him. And just like that, gone. No scream, no cry. Only the sound of breaking bones somewhere far below. We couldn't even see him. We tried to press on, saying it was just bad luck, but then came the shadows. And they moved. God help me, they moved. I don't know what they are, spirits, curses or something worse, but they came from us from the maze tunnels. Eric ran, but they caught him. And when he screamed, it wasn't his voice anymore. And Margaret, I told her not to touch the damn altar, but she didn't listen. Her eyes went black and she started laughing like it was the funniest thing she'd ever seen. And just like that, she died. And now it's just the 3 of us. And I can tell the others are breaking. Kaelin keeps muttering about seeing his brother's face in the stone. His brother's been dead for years. And Vera hasn't spoken in hours, but I see her glancing over her shoulder as if something following us. And maybe she's right. Why did they even agree to this? Alright, the missing villagers. 30 people gone from Elder's Hollow in the span of a week. Their homes untouched, their food still on the table, and the mayor begged us to investigate this. And the coin he offered sounded too good to pass up. We thought it would be goblins, or maybe bandits. It's not goblins. It's not bandits. It's something ancient, something angry. I can feel it, breathing, down here with us. Whatever took those villagers isn't done. We found their remains, or at least what was left of them. Piles of bones, some were chewed on, others still had scraps of flesh clinging to them, torn apart as if by claws. But there was no sign of what did it. Nothing. Just silence and the drip of water echoing in these cursed halls. The air feels heavier now, harder to breathe, and I don't know how much farther we can go, but turning back feels impossible. There is no way out anymore. Not really. I keep thinking about Rin's fall and wondering if we all end up like him, swallowed by the dark. I hear something, scraping, like claws on stone. Vera's torch just went out, and I don't think we're alone. And if anyone finds this, tell Atlas Hollow I'm sorry.
My friends, thank you for watching. And if you want to see a video how you can upgrade your own dungeon, I suggest you watch this video, or maybe this video is more interesting for you. See you next time.